So this is my polite review of the GoPro Hero 9 Black. I say this is my polite review because there's also my true honest feelings added at the end, and if you want to stay to hear what I really think about this, stick with me and I'm sure you'll be enlightened. Okay, so if this is the first time you've visited the channel, you can see that I'm sitting out in the garden on April the 16th. Sun is shining, beautiful day. Just returned from a jaunt down to a local waterfall to take some video and sound, and to be honest with you, it was not a nice experience. The whole point of this channel is to de-stress. But little did I know when I started the channel that it would cause me more stress. The whole point of doing these videos is for me to get out into the countryside, to have a look at the sights and the sounds, record them and make them available for other people to see, to share and to enjoy. So if it's the first time you've come here, please consider putting the thumbs up for the like, subscribe and hit that bell thingy for notifications of upcoming videos as well. I'd be really grateful if you did. But the problem with going out into the country to take video footage and to record sounds is that it takes a while to get there. So if I'm traveling somewhere, I'll have to park the car somewhere and then maybe hike over a mountain to get to the location. Maybe that'll take anything between a few minutes to an hour or so. And when you get to the location, the most important thing is that your kit, your equipment, works as it's supposed to. Now the problem with this GoPro Hero 9, the new model, is that it doesn't do what it says on the tin. It's not reliable enough for me to be able to take it with confidence to these locations. On 3 occasions now in the last week, I've shot some video footage in these locations, and the camera somehow has destroyed the SD cards. Now what I mean by that is that it'll start to record, and then after 10-15 minutes of recording, when I go to check on the video, it's not there. It's basically asking me to reformat the card. So I reformat the card and the same thing happens again. Now it's destroyed a 64 gig card, and it's also made a mess of a 32 gig card that came with the camera. Now the only way I can get round this is to reformat that SD card every time I use it. Okay, that's not a big pain. But if you've ever used a GoPro 9, you'll know that the screen isn't extremely easy to navigate. But when you do it, it then still shows up as being red, a little red icon of an SD card, which means that it's not working. So you then have to break into the camera. What I mean by that is that you flick this thing down here, if you can get it open, pop it up, and inside there's the battery and the SD card slot. You have to remove the SD card. Now if you haven't got nails, that's an impossibility to start with, but that's not unique to GoPro. Lots of cameras have these issues where they're difficult to get the SD cards out. But when you actually get it out, then well, you have to take it out after you've reformatted it, because it won't work otherwise. You also have to remove the battery using this stupid little tab, then put the battery back in again, then put the SD card back in again, close the side up, and then it might work for you. And I say it might work, it works 8 or 9 times out of 10. But it's those 2 occasions where it doesn't work that's causing me real problems, because I don't know until I check the footage whether it's in there, because the camera shows that it's recording, but if I stop the camera, move it to another location and set it to record again, I get the reformat. Well, basically the camera tells me I have to reformat that SD card again. so I can't do multiple shots. What's the point in it? The other problem I get with it is that on the side here you've got the on-off button. Sometimes you can't get it to switch on. On other occasions you can't get it to switch off. The only way to sort of reboot the camera and to get it to work again is to go through that nonsense by opening the side up, taking the battery out, putting the battery back in again, closing it up, and then it'll work. So for a camera that's priced somewhere between £300 and £400, GoPro, you need to sort this out. This is either a software, a firmware issue, or there's an incompatibility with the cards, the SD cards that you are supplying with the camera. It needs to be sorted, because if you can't rely on this, then what's the point in buying it in the first place? I'm reluctant even to try it underwater, because if there are issues with this, and if that hatch thing is supposed to be watertight, and that's the only thing that's stopping the water from getting into the battery, I'm really unsure whether I can trust it. So, quality of video, the 4K setting is absolutely superb. Don't get me wrong, it really is good. The internal microphone is okay as well. It does what it says. The problem with it is that if you put it near a waterfall, it'll start off loud and then it resets its level. It drops down because there's too much noise coming in, and that's a bit of a pain because you have to cut that out of the video. But it's okay. I can live with that. Quality of build, it's rugged. It seems to be good. Not keen about these two little tabs that you pull down that you have to then put the screw thread through to secure it to a tripod. They don't look particularly strong to me, but maybe I'm wrong on that. There is no zoom facility. It's a fixed lens, so what you see is what you get, and that wouldn't put me off buying this. The only thing that's putting me off buying this is that it's unreliable. It doesn't work as it's supposed to, and what's the point in it having a camera that doesn't work? So build quality, I'd give it 9 out of 10. Picture quality, I'd give it 10 out of 10. It is really good. Sound quality, 6 out of 10. But as for reliability, at the moment the most I could give it 1